Clearly, Jesus does not live on human terms. He does not teach, he does not speak, he does not always draw us with human chords or with human reasoning. Listen to what the gospel says. Jesus said to those Jews who believed in him, he's not speaking to a bunch of people who oppose him. He's speaking to the people who already believe in him. And it's almost like he's picking a fight. It's almost like saying, all right, you guys have been following me this far, but I'm going to just kind of pick a fight so you'll go away. And he's not doing that. All right? When he speaks to those who believe in him, he says, if you remain in my word, you will truly be my disciples. So he's calling them to a higher level. He's calling them not just to be people who believe in him, but people who believe in him and it transforms their lives. So you will truly be my disciples, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Now, most of us do not like to be prodded. We like to think that we do everything because it's my idea, and I'm a good person, and I'll get there in my own time. It's not Jesus' plan. Jesus tells them that if we want to be his disciples, we need to be free. So they say, we are descendants of Abraham. We have never been enslaved to anyone. That's not entirely accurate, is it? There's something about 400 years in Egypt as slaves, and then Moses frees them and brings them out, and the Babylonian captivity, and the Assyrians who took over, and now the Romans are holding them captive. So when they say, we've never been enslaved to anyone, I don't think they're thinking rightly. What does Jesus say? He says, anyone who commits sin is enslaved, is a slave of sin. Any one of us who is without sin? I'm not. I go to confession on a regular basis. I am always working, well, not always working, trying to work on avoiding sin and growing in virtue. They don't like hearing that. I'll tell you a quick story. I was going to a confession, not my regular confessor, and I confessed gossiping. He says, all right, well, next time you're with a group of priests, because that's usually where I gossip. Next time you're with a group of priests and you're tempted to gossip, ask the guys if maybe they want to consider, the person's strong points or, the person's virtues. And I remember hardening my heart. I thought, how dare you? I came to confession because I wanted forgiveness, and you're telling me what to do. Isn't that silly? I mean, it's really sad, and yet that was my response. That's what the people here are doing. Jesus is giving them a little bit of a prod, and they're saying, how dare you? Isn't it enough that we follow you? Isn't it enough that we believe in you? And now you're telling us that you want to set us free? So that's what Jesus does here. And he doesn't do this out of spite. He doesn't do this out of anger. He does this out of love. I want you to be my disciples. Why? Because where I am, you will be. My disciples will follow me. And if you are my disciples, where you are, I will be. It's like chapter 6 of John's Gospel. If you eat my body and drink your blood, I will remain in you and you will remain in me. We need to be set free from sin. That is the prodding we get at Lent or during Lent.